it's Kamila. I hope you're all having a great day. If you're new here on the channel, we mostly do speed builds, and today we are kind of building a basic family home but in the autumnal theme, and not really to jump on the bandwagon or anything. I guess that when you see a lot of the same thing in the community, or at least for me, it's kind of making you feel not necessarily like you have to do it too, but it's obviously going to make you want to do it too, because you can see a lot of beautiful stuff, and I've seen a lot of awesome autumnal themed houses. Sorry for that, I'm having a hard time pronouncing that word. So yeah, I've been feeling like doing a house like that for the past 2 weeks, and since I wanted to do Journey to Bit2 builds, I kinda delayed it, but right now that's what we're doing, and I had a lot of fun doing that, even if I really hate winter, so I don't really like fall either, since it's kind of making me feel like winter is coming, which is totally the case. And where I live in Canada, winter is pretty bad. You probably already know that, but there's a lot of snow, so it's very annoying to drive a car during winter, and you kind of have to shovel the snow every morning in order to go where you want, for example to school or to work. This year it's not going to be that bad because my classes are online, as I said in other videos, so I won't have to do that every morning this time. But winter is still the season that I like the least. Temperature here can reach the minus 40 degrees, so it's pretty bad, and I've been trying to find some good points to winter and advantages, so I have a list on my phone, because since winter is also pretty long, you can get hit by seasonal depression, I guess I could call it like that. So it's pretty hard for me to maintain a good, not necessarily mental health, I don't know if I could say that, but a good mental state, I guess. And there's less sun too, and sun provides us some vitamins that we need as humans. So yeah, I didn't think I would talk about winter that long, but yeah, I just wanted to say that it's pretty weird for me that I wanted to do an autumnal house, because it's not really a season that I like that much. I don't like Halloween either. I really hate this holiday, and I don't want to be what we call a party pooper. I know that a lot of people like Halloween, and I get why, I understand, but I guess I didn't really have good experiences with Halloween. I didn't really like to put together a disguise and wear it. I feel like every time or every year I was always doing that like last minute, and then I didn't really like my costume, so I was going to school with the costume, but I was comparing myself to others that were doing really great with them, and I also got some comments during some years that my costumes weren't really as beautiful as the others, so I guess that's part of the reason why I don't like Halloween. I would love people to leave others alone, and if I don't want to put so much effort in my disguise or anything, just don't tell me that it's bad, please. But anyway, I don't have to wear some disguises anymore, so it's not really that bad. Oh, and I guess that the fact that I'm a very anxious person probably doesn't help, because the spooky season, that's what we call it, I think, I'm not really into that. I'm not really into horror movies or some things like that, so yeah, just wanted to talk a little about that, since it's kind of in the topic of the video, and I also saw a lot of tweets about that, the spooky season, Halloween, and the fact that fall is here now, and I'm trying to be positive about it, since there's still some positive points to autumn, like the trees. I really like the colors of the trees, and I think everyone does. Let me know if you like Halloween and also this season, if it's your favorite or not at all. What is your favorite season? And maybe you can tell me also what is your favorite holiday. I would be very curious to know more about that. And I guess I'm going to share a very cute and sad, I don't know how I would qualify this story, but I could share this and maybe you will want to share one of yours too. But when I was like maybe 8 or 9 years old, I wore a giraffe costume at school in primary school, and a boy in my class told me, I think it was like, what are you wearing? Halloween is made to scare people. You shouldn't be in a giraffe costume. And I remember him being really judgmental. And that's really weird that I still remember like every single detail of this scene. Or at least I think I remember it. But I guess I will always remember this, even if I was really young. And I remember it put me in a really bad mood for the rest of the day at the time. So that's pretty sad, you know. I wish he could have just, he could have just shut up. I guess some people wouldn't really care that someone told them that, but I'm a very sensitive person if you didn't know. But that's it for the little part where I was talking about fall and Halloween. As I said, let me know if you have any stories or anything that you want to share about that. And I also want to say, I wanted to say that at the beginning of the video, but I kind of talked about Halloween more than I thought. I've been coughing a lot today, so my voice is a little different than usual, or at least I think it is. I hear it differently a little, so if you feel like my voice is a little scratchy, it's normal. I'm feeling it too. But anyway, for this house, I wasn't really sure of the color scheme that I wanted, both for the exterior and interior. I knew that I wanted to decorate it with some red, orange, and maybe a little bit of yellow. I didn't include that much yellow in the end. But yeah, for the exterior, I wasn't really sure at all. At first, I started with some white windows, as you probably saw, but in the end, that's not what I ended up going with. And these little orangey brown wood windows from Seasons, I think I never used those before. I feel like they're not fitting with everything, so it was it's kind of challenging for me to use this color, but in the end I think I did great with them, and I really like the end result. I thought that it fit well with some red, green, and also some orangey rocks. I think they're from Seasons too. Yeah, I think they are. But I thought it looked really good, this house from the exterior. I really like the end result. I'm also pretty happy with the interior. I went with pretty much the same colors as the exterior. It's pretty dark, and usually I feel like I'm building more in pale tones. Maybe I'm biased, I don't really know. But yeah, I feel like it's pretty rare that I'm building or decorating with these colors. So it was a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I really enjoyed it. I always like to try new styles, and this house is definitely a house that I would live in. I really like the vibe that it has. It has a little bit of a cottage vibe. I really like that, and that's probably the kind of house that I really would love to live in. As I said in my last videos or previous videos, I'm going to do my dream house very soon, so it's probably going to be my next video. That's what is planned, and I still don't know what style I want for the house. I made kind of a list of the things that I wanted in it, but I still don't know if it's gonna be modern or more cottage looking. I don't know yet, and I feel like it's weird because it's supposed to be my dream house, but I guess I never really asked that question to myself, so it's pretty hard to decide what I want to do exactly. But I'm really looking forward to start this build, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of fun, especially since it's gonna be perfectly like I would want a house. I'm not sure if this sentence works, but I guess you know what I mean. And this house, I really wanted it to be smaller at first, but I thought it looked better from the exterior when it was bigger. So that's what I ended up doing. I'm not really good to do small houses. It's not really my strength, as you can probably tell from the builds on my channel. So yeah, this build was supposed to be very small, and that's not what I ended up with, but it didn't take that long to furnish. I was very surprised of the time that it took, because it's still pretty big, the interior. So we have 2 dining rooms, a big kitchen as you saw, which is a very cool kitchen, sorry, I really like it. And we have 4 bathrooms with the ensuite bathroom, I think. Yeah, we have laundry, a pretty big living room with an easel and also a chest table. We have a lot of bookcases in the house, and there's 5 bedrooms, so 1 for the parents and 4 bedrooms for the kids. So I've been able to include a lot of stuff in this house. The parents' bedroom is pretty neutral, and I used a seasons bed. I think I used every single seasons bed that we have. I used a lot of this pack. I just thought it felt right, and I used a lot of the decor items, and I didn't use that much of Halloween stuff. I think there's not a whole lot of that in the seasons pack, and I don't have the spooky stuff pack. It's the only one that I don't have. I could have bought it for this build, but I didn't really want to. Maybe I will have to when the spooky season comes, but I don't know yet. It's just not really a pack that interests me that much. And yeah, I think that in every bedroom but the toddler's bedroom, I included a desk and also a computer. I think they're all laptops, I'm not really sure. But anyway, they all have their own computer. And I'm sorry if you don't like the hallways that are 1 tile wide. I never do them, but for this house I kind of had to. I wanted the bedrooms to be pretty big, and I still wanted it to be accessible, you know, of course. And if I didn't include a hallway, I would have had to have only 4 bedrooms instead of 5. So I took the decision to put a 1 tile wide corridor, which I never do, so I hope you won't mind too much. I didn't really have a backstory in mind for this family, but the 2 first bedrooms are probably for teens. The first one is orangey and pink. The second one is more dark because it has a lot of blue and also black, so it's pretty different than the first one. The third one is with another season's bed, obviously, and it's green and blue if I'm not mistaken. I really like this one too. And the last one is for the toddler, and it's kind of pink and yellowy, a little bit of purple too. I really like all of them. They're all pretty unique and different, even if I didn't have a specific personality in mind for each of them. The first one, I think the person is more into drawings and maybe writing. The second one is probably for a musician because I included a guitar. And for the kids one, I only included a lot of toys, and same for the toddlers one. You will probably notice that in the speed build I forgot a litter box, hampers, and I also forgot to decorate one of the walls of the first kid bedroom, but I added everything that was missing after I noticed, after I did the editing of the video. So yeah, it's pretty useful to do some video editing because you always notice some things that you missed, which I do a lot. If you don't know me, I forgot a lot the fridge in the kitchens, which is weird, but you know, everyone forgets some stuff. Normally it's more of a trash can or something small that is important but that you don't necessarily think of. Well, me, I'm forgetting the fridge. And for the things that I cut in this video, I decided to include only 2 bathrooms because they were all pretty similar. I didn't include the entry of the house, if I'm not mistaken, but I did put some decor, and also I think I did put a mirror and some other stuff. I can't really remember, but you will see that in the screenshots. And I didn't include the hallway decors either. It's not really something that I found or find important, but you will see me do the whole backyard really soon. I didn't put a pool in it. I don't know why, but I didn't really want to include a pool in a fall house, and it's pretty dumb because, you know, seasons change in life, but it just didn't feel right. I wanted to have a sandbox and some activities for the kids. I included a swing and some other toys. There's also the bugs things that came with Eco Lifestyle, and the other one that came from Seasons. I don't know how it's called. Sorry about that. There's also kind of a greenhouse that isn't really a greenhouse because the roofing isn't in glass, but it's kind of also a little shed, and there's also a jacuzzi. So yeah, you have a lot of stuff to do outside. There's even a barbecue and a fire pit. And I think I forgot to place a dining area outside, so I will do that before I upload the build on the gallery. Sorry about that. I think the reason is probably because I have too many ideas and I want to do them like all at the same time, so I forget some things that I wanted to place. But don't worry, you will have it before I upload the build on the gallery. And that's pretty much all I had to say for the build, which is a good thing because there's only 2 minutes left before the screenshots. But I also really wanted to talk just a little about my next channel art. So I've been talking about it a lot during summer. I said that I found the artist to make my outro and banner, and now she's working on it. I've been kind of on the wait list for 2 months because she has a lot of orders. She's really good, so it doesn't really surprise me. I really like her art, and it's basically the perfect thing that I really wanted. She has this style that I'm really interested in, and she made the sketches this week and she showed me, and I really love them. So I can't wait to have the final result and finally be able to use them in one of my videos and on my channel. I'm really looking forward to show it to you guys, and I hope you will like it too. But that's it for me today. I hope you will like the rest of the video and that you like the build. If it's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social medias. All the links are down in the description. And you can also download this build on the gallery. My ID is KamilaYtb. So thank you so much for watching and taking the time. I wish you all an amazing day. Bye!
I find it hard to not give in. So the days became weeks, it felt just like the night before. You were slowly fading in my mind. When you left, I was so completely gone, but now I'm sure